Audience feedback. I'm going to ask you a few questions on the video you just watched. Question 1, how well do you think we shot our video and how was the quality of our filming?
You shot your video quite well. I'd say like the camera angles and that were relatively good, but the quality wasn't that great. Like the camera itself wasn't that great. Overall, the angles were good though.
Okay, thank you. And moving on to our editing, did our editing and the order of the clips on screen make sense in telling the story?
Overall, yeah, it did. It had a good motif, like with the soldiers and that going throughout it.
Yeah.
And that linked to the lyrics.
Yeah.
And it was quite smooth, like with all the shots, the different jump cuts, all the editing was, yeah.
Okay, great.
Right.
Thank you. And how much did our video resemble real folk rock music?
Yeah, it did. It resembled it quite a lot. But the only problem was, like for example, the simplicity of the characters.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't really.
Not enough.
There wasn't much in the background, for example. It was just quite simple, like the background, the buildings. If you had more, like a farm as a background, for example, that would have been more focused.
Yeah, no, we did. Yeah, that makes sense. Moving on to another question. How do you think we managed the pace of our video and the sync of lyrics with the band?
The pace throughout the video was quite. It was with the lyrics itself, so it was quite smooth. The visuals did make a little sense, but it wasn't much of a bond.
Okay.
Towards the lyrics.
And the band. What would you say about the band performance and that?
Band performance, no. I would say that they could have been a bit more enthusiastic. Like they seemed too slouched about it. Really.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to our digipack. After looking at our digipack carefully, you saw there were 6 slides. What did you make of them? Did you think they were?
I think it was a good colour motif, like with the green.
Yeah.
The green swirly thing going through.
Yeah.
That was good, and just the banister with the tracks on it was quite.
Yeah, so it informed you of the songs in it.
Yeah, but that went with the folk.
Okay.
Folk.
Thank you very much. And secondly, do you think other people will find our digipack or hitting our folk rock target audience? Do you think it's appealing to them?
Oh yeah, 100%. What the digipack?
The digipack, yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, great. Moving on to our poster, you saw our two band members standing there in the front shot of our poster. What did you make of the poster and the colours used?
I would say that was relatively. It was calm towards the folk target audience that you're aiming at, because it was simplistic.
And we changed the colour of our folk. You saw it was a bit more colour in the image. Do you think it was better to use more colour than to just have the band shot in the plain order?
I think in the plain order it would have been better, because target audience isn't like hyper people, it's more of the calm folks, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thank you for my research. Thanks a lot.